We on the record in cause number 135904. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Chastity Demaria Wells. I have before me a petition for a non-disclosure. Ms. Wells is appearing by and through her attorney, Mr. Charles McIntosh. The state is appearing and represented by Mr. Raymond Shearer. Mr. McIntosh, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Shearer, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. McIntosh, let me ask a question. Had you presented this petition before, or is this the first time?
No, this is the first time.
Okay. And the reason why I asked Mr. Shearer, do you have a copy of that petition before you?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And I was looking at, you say that you're proceeding under section 411.081 of the government code. Is that correct, Mr. McIntosh?
Yes, Judge.
I think, okay, yeah. That code, that section, actually says it's a subchapter that does not apply to criminal history or record information that is contained in, and they give posters and a lot of other things. I think that maybe that may not be the right section. Mr. Shearer, you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe the section he was trying to cite is 411.0725.
0725?
Judge, all this stuff, this was this was part of the Second Chance program put on through the Jefferson County Bar Association. And so they had worked with the state on getting all of these approved ahead of time. And then they had also worked with us on getting the filings correct with all with the way they saw it as proper documents and filings and citations. But if there is a code section that I need to change, I can do that, Judge.
Okay. Okay, we'll give you time to amend your petition. And
Is that it? Is that it, Your Honor?
well, I guess if once you go under that code section, you'll be able to determine what needs to go in the petition and what shouldn't go in the petition. I can't tell you what to put in the petition. So whatever you plead is going to have to match your facts. We're going to apply the facts to the rule, and then make a conclusion based on that. Okay, so we'll give you time to amend your petition. Okay, and then
Yes, Judge.
we'll get you a hearing as soon as as soon as you would like.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, and I think, hold on a minute. Another one. And this one is Bryant Russell. And I think he's on Zoom. Mr. Russell?
Yes, sir.
Okay, could you put your video on?
If I have to do a video, I have to do it on my phone. I'm on a laptop that doesn't carry a camera to it.
Okay.
Would that be a problem? Because I was told it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, who told you that?
The guy that was doing my expungement people that did my paperwork.
Okay, they don't work on the court here, so we're gonna give you a chance to make the change to the, so we can, see if you're gonna present this here, document.
Okay, so would you like me to go
Let me
through?
just see, how much time is it gonna take for you to do that?
I could start trying to do it right now.
Judge, he
Okay.
actually has to change devices if his
Oh,
computer doesn't have a camera. He'll have to hang up and call
okay.
back.
Well, let me do this here. Mr. Shearer, do you have any objections?
I have no objections to him being audio only.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we're on the record in cause number 135891, and the case is styled in the matter of Bryant Nathaniel Russell. And we have Mr. Russell appearing via Zoom on audio only. Mr. Russell, would you please raise your right hand?
Sir,
Okay, Mr. Russell, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Russell?
I'm fine, and you, sir?
I'm doing fine as well. Thanks for asking.
No problem.
Now, Mr. Russell, I have before me a petition for non-disclosure, and you're proceeding under section 411.0735 of the government code. Now, Mr. Russell, you are what we call pro se in this case. That means that you are representing yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Russell, since you were representing yourself, you would have to prove up this document, by yourself. And Mr. Russell, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you kind of broke up. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Let's see, this here's a case. Hold on a minute. This is from this is a 2015, this is a 2015 case. And just for the record, Mr. Russell, this case that you are seeking a non-disclosure on. Okay, my name is Judge Terrence Holmes. Prior to becoming a judge, I was a private practicing attorney. Have I ever represented you before in a criminal case?
I'm not. I don't think so. I haven't really. That was my. I think that was my only criminal case I ever had out there in Texas.
Okay, okay. So, but you don't, but I've never represented you as an attorney in this, in a case.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Russell, you may proceed.
Okay. I was trying to get a non-disclosure. As you can see, that case was been in 2015. We are now in 2021. Uh, I've actually had a step forward in life. I'm actually doing other things. I'm actually a manager at AutoZone. I'm actually not in the state of Texas. I'm actually in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm out here in Pittsburgh. I'm actually doing well for myself. I haven't been you know, getting in any trouble with the laws. So I was trying to get that off my record if I could, but they was telling me the only thing I could do was get a non-disclosure. So I was trying to go ahead and do that.
Okay. Now, Mr. Russell,
Sir.
I see here that, I guess your exhibits, I guess that you attached to the petition. Apparently you were convicted on, was that February 4th of 2015? And you were assessed a fine of $400 plus court costs. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that when was that paid off?
It was paid off. I can't remember exactly, but it was paid off.
I see. I'm looking at here. It says that it was due on that day. Did you pay it off that day,
I'm pretty sure. Yes, sir.
Mr. Shearer? You're on mute.
Who's on mute?
I'm
No, no.
sorry, Your Honor. I was shuffling some papers. I didn't want to interfere. Yes, Your Honor, I'm looking at the commitment, and it does appear that it was paid off that day with the fine and court costs, the fine of $400 and court
Oh, okay.
costs of $357. So,
Okay.
and it says it was paid due on 2/4/15. So apparently he took care of it that day.
Okay. Matter of fact, I see in the bottom of this document also, I see it on the commitment where he was given credit for some days in jail as well. Okay, so that was taken care of that day. Okay, so so you was eligible for a non-disclosure on the day that you, well, actually the day that you completed your sentence, which was February 4th of 2015. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and based on this, see, you're not eligible. Let's see. Let me see your petition. Let me see. Satisfy the requirements for the defendant is not eligible for an order under section 411.03. Okay. And you stated that you was convicted of a misdemeanor other than a misdemeanor under the following section, so that doesn't come under DWI or alcoholic beverages code. Let's see. Baltimore, Texas. Okay. Completed the sentence. Petitioner has never previously been convicted or placed on deferred. Now, Mr. Russell, have
Yes,
you ever
sir.
been previously convicted of or placed on deferred adjudication for another offense other than a traffic offense, punishable by fine only?
Could you repeat that, sir?
Have you ever been previously convicted or placed on probation for another offense other than a traffic offense punishable by fine only?
No, sir.
Okay, so you didn't have a 2-year waiting period. I see the court did not make affirmative findings. Okay, petitioner has not ever been convicted or placed in deferred for any offense listed below. Now, let me ask you this before I go through this here. Have you ever been placed on, convicted or placed on deferred adjudication for any other offense? But, besides this one offense here?
No, sir.
Okay. Is there okay, in this here section, there's a best interest requirement. And could you please tell the court why it would be in the best interest of justice for you to be given a non-disclosure?
I feel this would be the best interest because, as you can see from y'all looking at my cases, I've only had that one case that actually been an offense of, drugs or anything other than that. Like, I have been on the right path, to better myself and my surroundings, and I no longer do things of that nature. So it's like I would like a better chance for myself, because like I say, I'm not the type of person that stay behind bars or do things of that nature to have myself behind bars. So I would think it'd be the best for me to be able to better myself and my situation and being able to get a better job.
Mr. Shear, you have any questions you'd like to ask him?
No, Your Honor. Well, I do have one other question I would like to ask Mr. Russell, and then I'd like to make a statement about this case, depending on his answer. And Mr. Russell, my name is Raymond Shear. I'm a prosecutor with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. And my only question to you is, other than this case here, have you been arrested before?
No.
Okay. Your Honor.
When you
Yes,
say
Mr.
have I been arrested before, I haven't
Yes,
been. I've been arrested for like a traffic ticket, not knowing that I had a warrant for missing like a payment for. But other than that, no, I haven't been arrested on any charges of that nature. No, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Shear, is there
Yes,
anything within the facts of the case that you can see? I'm looking at them right now.
Hold on just a second, Your Honor. No, Your Honor, and in looking at the probable cause affidavit, he essentially was stopped because he was illegally parked. So, there's very minimal.
What I was looking at, they were saying apparently it looks like he may have been. They was looking at maybe charging him with bringing a prohibited substance into a correctional facility, and then I guess the case may have been reduced to this misdemeanor because you see, I don't think he was ever indicted on that, was he?
No, he was not. And in fact, this is one of those, to be candid with the court, it's kind of a quagmire that is presented to the defendants whenever they do have something like this on them. They either have to essentially incriminate themselves and give it up before they get to the jail, or they're faced with the problem of if they take it into the jail, and in many cases they forgot they even had it on them. But the fact that remains is that this is a minor misdemeanor possession of marijuana case that actually was filed with our office, and a fine was paid.
Okay. And your office has already looked at it, did the investigation, and your office felt that it was more appropriate to file it the way it was filed. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So now, you have any objections to this petition?
No, Your Honor. In fact, we've had quite a few of these, and in this case, the section it was filed under was totally appropriate because 411 0.0735 deals with misdemeanors that are not placed on community supervision.
Right.
And he was not placed on community supervision for this. He just paid the fine.
Right. Okay, so, no, I was gonna ask Mr. Russell. I noticed here in your petition, you had a statement of inability to pay court costs and, see, I think I was, okay, here it is right here. Are you still, you're unable to pay the court costs?
I had just started working sir. When I just started working. So when I had filed that, I actually wasn't working. So I literally just started working out here.
Okay, so what my question is that, are you able to pay the court costs?
Not at this moment. I still haven't got a check yet.
Oh, okay. So the court, will grant you, your inability to pay. Okay, pay the cost. All right,
Thank you, sir.
okay, you're welcome. So the court is going to, sign this petition. I guess you would have to just maybe get in contact with the county clerk's office. It would be filed down in the county clerk's office. All right, Mr.
Sir,
Russell, yeah.
how would they be sending that to me? Because
You
I'm
got-
in.
You gotta call the county clerk's office,
Okay.
okay? And they'll route you to the appropriate person.
Okay.
All right, you have a good day, and you excuse as well, Mr. Shearer.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
So
Okay. Yes, Mr. Bryant, you were saying
so
something?
so I was my disclosure is
It's
good.
granted. It's
It's
granted.
granted. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
All right.
All right.